Hey guys, it's Jacqueline here from Nothing But Tech, and welcome to my most requested video. So like all setups, this one is not complete. As time goes on, I will continue picking up new pieces of tech to enhance the setup, along with upgrading gear, but right now I feel like I have enough of the main parts of the setup to show you guys. So here's my setup tour, end of 2015. Starting from the left side, I have an IKEA 59-inch white desk on height adjustable legs, also from IKEA. This is a desk I mainly use for shooting B-roll footage, but it also holds products I'm testing for review, and underneath the desk is the main storage area for my studio. I have two open storage cabinets I picked up from Target, and that is where I keep a few product boxes along with small items. To the right of the cabinets, I have the famous IKEA Alex drawer set. The first drawer is the easiest to reach, so it houses items that I use on a daily basis. It has phone chargers and extension cables, which although are not an exciting part of a setup, they're definitely essential. Moving on, the second drawer houses items that I use for video production, like an unboxing knife, phone tripod adapter, and a white balance card. The use of the white balance card is pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't know what it is used to set accurate colors so color grading in post-production is faster and easier. The drawer also holds a few miscellaneous items like an Apple Watch case, a microphone adapter, and my Audio-Technica ATH M50X's are also stored in that drawer, but I do have a headphone stand coming in the next few days. The third and fourth drawer hold battery packs and other small pieces of tech, and of course product boxes. The final drawer has all my wires and equipment needed for my Canova slider, which I'll be showing you guys later in this video. In terms of what's on top of the B-roll desk, I have a salt lamp, which I always get questions about, so I'll be sure to leave a link in the description to that and all other products featured in this video. But the lamp looks very unique in real life and in the background of my videos. Next to the lamp, I usually keep a few Android figures, which I think looks nice in the background of my videos as well. Moving on to the main desk, it is also an IKEA Le Mans desk in a white color version with the same height adjustable legs, which makes the desk look like one long desk instead of two separate desks. My main desk, however, is 79 inches, which although seems big on paper, it fills up really quickly as I tend to keep many different products on the desk. Starting off, I usually keep my camera bag, laptop, and slider all to the left of my main computer. Going over the camera bag first, it's made by EVCase and it just fits my Canon 70D with the Sigma 18 to 35mm lens on it, so I'll probably be picking up a larger bag in the future. Next to the bag is my laptop in a protective case. The case fits a laptop up to 13.3 inches along with a tablet and or smaller accessories on the outside, and it has a nice amount of padding in the inside to protect the laptop. Speaking of the laptop inside, it is a Lenovo Yoga 900, which I'm currently using as my daily laptop of choice for its portability and high-end specs. The model I have here has an Intel Core i7 processor, 512GB of SSD storage, 8GB of RAM, a 13.3-inch Quad HD Plus display, and it runs Windows 10. The last thing I want to mention is the slider. It is a 60-inch Canova K1 slider with a motorized system, which gives me really smooth sliding shots. To the right of that is an external 3TB Thunderbolt drive made by G Drive. It packs a really nice metal design that blends in perfectly with the iMac sitting to the right of it, and on the front of the drive there is a G that lights up to signify when the drive is turning on, although I had the drive placed sideways on my desk for a better fit. I edit and save all my videos on this drive, and although it's pretty fast, in the near future I'm going to be picking up a faster SSD from Samsung to edit off of. So like I mentioned before, I edit all of my videos off of a Mac, the late 2014 5K iMac to be exact. In terms of specifications, it has an Intel Core i7 processor clocked in at 4GHz, 16GB of DDR3 RAM, a 3TB Fusion drive, and AMD Radeon R9 M290X 2048 megabytes graphics. The graphics are definitely lacking, but the other specs keep the machine fast. In terms of the display, it is 27 inches with a 5K resolution. This allows for a lot of screen real estate while editing, writing documents, or web browsing. And I'm able to see a full 1080p panel in Final Cut while also seeing my timeline. I edit all my videos on this computer and I use Final Cut Pro 10, but I'm thinking about switching to Premiere in the near future or using After Effects alongside Final Cut so I still get the faster speeds of Final Cut Pro with more functionality. Underneath the Mac, I have a 7-port USB 3.0 hub, which is very useful and something I use on a daily basis. Below the Mac, I have a black extended mouse pad. On top of the mouse pad, I have a full-length trickle-style Apple keyboard with a cover I bought from Logic Keyboard, and it is all the Final Cut Pro X shortcuts, although I know most of them by now. To the right of the keyboard, I have a Logitech Performance MX mouse. This mouse is one of my all-time favorite mice. It provides a really comfortable design for editing or web browsing, and it also has many buttons. To the left of the keyboard, an Apple trackpad lays, which I use in conjunction with the Performance on occasion to get quick shortcuts while editing and web browsing, like vertical scrolling or easily zooming. To the right of the main part of the desk, a boom arm from the company Newer is clamped. This holds the Rode NT USB condenser microphone, and I use this while I'm recording voiceovers. When I'm not recording voiceovers though, I have a microphone stand which holds the Rode mic for A-roll shots. Regardless of which stand I'm using, I always have a pop filter which helps lessen the amount of unwanted harsh peaks in audio. Going back to the main desk for a second, I want to talk about cable management. Underneath the main setup on the left side, I have an IKEA Signum which holds all the cables coming from the setup. I have one extension cord in the Signum which everything plugs into, and this is the only noticeable cable coming out of the Signum without getting completely underneath the desk. Cable managing took an hour or two, but it was relatively cheap to do, and the setup looks a lot better because of it. Also underneath the main desk, right near the Signum, is a storage spot for my tripods. When I'm not using them, they both fit perfectly underneath the desk. So that is it for my desk, but I want to give a brief overview of my filming gear as many of you guys have asked about lighting, camera gear, and other aspects. So here's a brief overview until I make a separate video showing each item in a more in-depth way. So over the past few weeks, the main parts of my gear have been updated, and as things continue to change and update, I'll post updates on Twitter, but right now I'm using the Manfrotto 190 Go legs with a Manfrotto 502 head, which is a very effective but lightweight combination. Up until the past few days, I was using a head and leg combo made by Magnus. It is a VT4000 and it offered a stable tripod with a fluid head and a decent weight capacity, so if you're just getting into YouTube or video work in general and you need a tripod, definitely check this one out. If you guys saw my last update video, then you have seen the new camera, but if you haven't seen that video, I upgraded to the Canon 70D with the Sigma 18 to 35mm art lens, and that's the camera I will be using for YouTube for a while until my next big upgrade. The main question I always get about video gear, besides the camera or lens, is my lighting. I'm currently using a 3-system softbox setup with 5 bulbs per softbox. Softboxes provide soft light to brighten images without harsh, uneven effects. I picked these up for about $100, but I will leave the best deal I can find below. So the last part of the setup I want to mention is a final touch which I feel completes the setup. It is an LED strip from Teotronic that has an adhesive to stick to the back of the desk. It also comes with a remote which lets me change the LED color from many different options, and I feel like the LEDs really look nice in the setup. Oh, and before I head out, I know many of you guys will probably ask about my chair. It's nothing special, but it's pretty comfortable, and I picked it up on a sale for about $100. So that's my setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and definitely leave a comment down below if you enjoy this type of video and what you think I should change or add to my setup. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching.